All right, hey everybody, welcome back to the eBay shop. My name's Corey.
I'm Teresa.
And we are Grams and Pops Vintage, and this week was an absolute shit show.
Oh yeah, see? Look at my shirt today.
Nice. Got the right shirt.
We shouldn't say that within the first few seconds.
Well, what are they going to do, not pay us what they don't pay us already?
Maybe. We have I'm the shit show coordinator.
We're going to do whatever we want today.
Yep.
So
I apologize for everybody that doesn't let their kids hear the word shit.
we should have put a parental advisory right up front.
Maybe you should.
We apologize. As grandparents, we know better.
Yeah, because ours pick up those words and repeat.
All right, so this week was kind of crazy. We were determined to kind of fix our overflow problem. We have an inventory issue, both unlisted and listed.
Yep.
And we needed to get organized.
But I will tell you, we didn't have a whole lot of issues this weekend because, dude, we had like 40 orders this weekend.
Well, we've been very aggressive about sales. I ran a steep discount.
But only a couple of them were on sale.
We also did a bunch of lots. Like we're being very aggressive to get stuff out, but also to organize and to get stuff listed that's not listed. So a lot of that is what's going on in this video. We're going to talk about kind of the things we did. We also had a bit of a grilled cheese bar, and we were really bad grandparents. We'll talk about that too.
You were.
It was Teresa's fault.
It's not my
So
fault.
let's dig into it. What's the first two things? Well, what's the first thing that sold?
We sold some Star Wars item. I listed these the other day. I think I have like 8 coins. We have some that have coins in them, don't we? The actual figures?
Yep.
Might have to go find that one and steal the coin out of it.
So here's what that looks like. It's a Star Wars coin, and it's I don't even know if it's real metal. Like it feels like tin or something.
We wouldn't have any of those anyway, because those coins are that coin is from 1984. It is a 1984 Power of the Force, POTF, Biker Scout Empire collector coin.
Yep. So what's a Star Wars coin sell for?
That one sold for $72.99. That was a good one. That one's going to go in a box, too.
Yep. If you're noticing any little paper tabs on eyes back here, I'm trying to get the camera to not go weird focus again. I know what's happening. It's trying to focus on eyes behind me.
The eyes are watching you.
We just got to figure out which eyes. So we've covered all the eyes.
Well, we've covered the eyes, and I flipped some sideways, so we'll see if it helps, and then maybe we'll flip one back at a time and see if it helps.
It's probably Chucky pulling attention. He does that.
Yes, he does.
All right, what's sold next?
We sold a camera system. It's OSSXX. I don't know what that means, but it's a wireless security camera, 8-channel, 3 megapixel camos with a 1 terabyte hard drive recorder.
So it's a whole DVR camera security system. That's the thing. What's that sell for?
We paid $20 for that, and it sold for $114.99.
All right, so I'll kind of give you a little bit of a walkthrough of what it looks like after we spent several days cleaning and inventorying. It was really bad. It got to the point where we were tripping over stuff in here. It was a safety hazard.
Yes.
And it was a hazard to my mental health because I get overwhelmed really easy when there's a lot to do in one thing. So we just had to come out here and get stuff picked up.
I think he'd be all better if all the Star Wars stuff was listed.
The thing that drives me crazy the most about the Star Wars stuff is we separated into piles by value.
We did, and we haven't listed any of the expensive stuff yet. Well, we have a couple.
The most expensive one, we pulled out a few standout pieces that were 500 plus, but the most expensive pile is sitting on a cement floor in an unclimate-controlled shop.
It's not on a cement floor. It's all on totes.
But it's not listed. We haven't. The most expensive pile we haven't listed.
I think I'm going to go bring those over here, though.
But we haven't been able to bring them over here because we had no room. We have just enough room to make no room again if we want to.
Yes. But we only have there's only 10 or 15 items, I think. Maybe 20 items that are the higher over $50 items that are left.
Yep.
And so I think I might grab one of my big totes that I have and bring that stuff over here. And just leave it sit in here because it's so humid in that other building that we're very careful to touch this stuff. But yeah, it needs to get brought over here so we can climate control.
When we came out Monday after recording last week's video, we kind of made the decision that we were going to spend the week listing and cleaning and organizing, and we tried very hard to do that.
Can I make a comment about that?
Yeah.
I did. I went in and I listed all of my little itty bitty weapons. And I listed $1,100 worth of weapons.
The problem is the listing she did took up less space than a cell phone. It was like a case this big by about 2 inches tall.
No, they're in that drawer.
So it took no room at all. So it didn't help our problem, which was just an overflow of stuff in here. We did spend 8 to 10 hours Tuesday and Wednesday, but the rest of the week kind of blew up on us. So we didn't get to spend the time we wanted to. But we did put a considerable amount of time into here cleaning.
We did. Corey listed
8
totes. Yeah, 8 totes, plus I listed all of those things that are up there. We have some more that I listed a whole bunch of smaller stuff, like some, what do you want to call them? stickers and cards and
Paper
comic
goods,
books and
yep.
books. So yeah, it's none of the stuff that's going to take up a lot of room, but
Part of the problem is some of the stuff that takes up a lot of room, like the big ships and things like that, we literally have no shelf space.
no, that's why they're up on the shelf.
Yeah, like we have nowhere to put the stuff, so we're in kind of a double bind here. We have inventory that's unlisted flowing all over the place. We have inventory that's listed taking up every spot on our shelves. So we're kind of in a position where we need to purge a little bit. We'll talk about that. We are doing that.
Yeah.
So I don't know, that was kind of our progress so far. I'll drop a clip in here to kind of show you around the shop as it stands now, which is much better than it was
Yes, because we worked really hard
at the beginning of the week. All right, you can kind of see the mess we're dealing with here. It's the mess we're always dealing with, but we've made progress. We've actually made a path through here, kind of. You see all the boxes that are packed up? Those are all DollarAuction orders. Well, they're all DollarAuction lot listings. So we've got all of this stuff is still kind of death pile, not including the other shop. We'll see if I can take you around the other side. All right, so you can see there's a good plenty in here that we are still kind of working our way through. We're trying to get to that back area back there. And back here, you can kind of see all these totes are actually Star Wars stuff that we have officially listed. Okay. As well as all that up there is all Star Wars stuff that we've listed. And we've started filling this up with Star Wars stuff. So we're getting there, but boy, we're a ways off. So that's what we're working on. All right, so that's it. Now you've kind of seen the mess we're living in. Let's talk about what's sold next.
We sold something Corey made. We sold 2 HP 35S calculator battery covers replacement. They were printed on the 3D printer.
Yep, so I've got these battery covers here. I noticed this calculator is one people actually do buy battery covers for, because you can't buy them new old stock unless you can find the old calculator. So I designed and 3D printed those.
Yep.
So we sold 2 of those over the weekend.
2.
We'll see. It's the first 3D printed battery covers that went out. We'll see if we get complaints about how they fit or not, because I didn't actually have the calculator here.
No. We sold 2 of those for $19.98 a piece, so for $39.98.
So I think they'll do good. If we have any problems at all, it'll be these little front tabs. I don't know if you can if you can see them. Those little front tabs, they may have a little bit too much down set to them, and that's an easy adjustment. So I guess if we get a complaint about it, I can fix that and send him out 2 free ones. They only cost us about $1/4 a piece to print.
I will say, this sale made me happy. Actually, out of that whole buy, we have 1 item left.
Yep. She's talking about the Nintendo buy.
Yep, so this is Tetris 1989 Nintendo, near complete. It was missing the black
The sleeve.
sleeve that it goes in. It was clean, it was tested. I tested all the games that we had out of that lot. But it sold for $44.99.
Yep. So Tetris in the box, and that box is super clean.
We only have Dr. Mario left. So if you're interested in Dr. Mario for the Nintendo NES system, it's available on Grams and Pops Vintage.
Yeah,
I'm doing a plug.
that works. All right, so Wednesday got derailed. Tuesday, we did really good cleaning. Wednesday, we got in as much time as we could, which was just the morning hours, because Wednesday at about 3 o'clock, we had to head out of here about an hour away to go babysit the grandkids so that
2 of
our
the
kids,
3.
Yeah, 2 of the 3, so that the kids could go out and have a date night. It's their first night out since the youngest was born.
And she's like 9 months old now.
Yep, so they had a much needed date night.
Yeah, she's 9 months old. I had to think about it in my head. So yeah, they went out on a date. They left us with 2 kids.
We love it. Like, we absolutely love it. I wish they would bring them here instead of us going there, because it's easier for them if we go there sometimes. But we went there and we got to sit with them. There's not like, they're in town, so there's not too much to do.
No.
But again, they're like just under 3 years old and around 9 months old. There's not a lot they can do anyway.
So we hung out at home. We hung out at home. We watched Bambi.
We watched Bambi because I had to get Teresa refreshed on Bambi, because
We saw a dead deer on the side of the road that had spots.
she completely, like, with the whole plot of Bambi. She didn't know the plot, and I was like, we're watching Bambi tonight. So we watched Bambi with the grandkids, and that was a lot of fun. and they started winding down. The older one had kind of a stuffy nose and she wasn't feeling great, but it was winding down towards bedtime and she had a snack before bed, and that's when things started going a little sideways.
Yeah, so they have weird healthy snacks. I know my daughter's going to yell at me for that, but they eat a lot of healthier snacks that are not processed food, whatever. But I gave her, they're like fruit, I want to say they're like Fruit Leathers, like Fruit-Rollup, but thicker than Fruit-Rollup.
Fruit-Rollup without all the garbage in them.
Yes.
Basically, they're like real
it's
fruit
pure
roll-ups.
fruit. Yep.
Which was just fine, except she was kind of in zombie mode at that point, and she's sitting there eating a fruit roll-up, and all of a sudden, just this blood-curdling cry came out of her,
Yes, and
she started just bawling.
I was trying to get her to tell me what happened, and all she kept doing was this. I'm like, what is the matter? What did you do? What's wrong with your finger? I bit my finger. You did what?
And at that point, it went downhill because she was already very upset. But when I found out what happened,
Pops made it worse.
Became less concerned because I couldn't quit laughing. And I was laughing hysterically. She was crying hysterically. And the two did not make each other better.
Partially because if you laugh at her and she does not want you to laugh at her, she will say, do not laugh at me.
I couldn't help it. She's sitting there eating a fruit roll-up and tries to bite the end of her finger off. I could not stop laughing, and she could not stop crying. So we had kind of a bad grandpa moment, I guess. But that was funny. I don't care who you are, that was funny.
I did try and give her a bag of ice with a paper towel wrapped around. She did not want that. And then we finally settled down to cuddle with Grams. And right before Mom and Dad got home, she had her snack again. She finished it. But I told her, watch out for her fingers.
Yep, she learned a valuable life lesson, and
Did she though?
That's what matters. She knows that she doesn't want to get hurt in front of Grandpa in a funny way, and she also knows to watch her fingers while she eats. Like, she became more aware. She became a more grown-up baby.
She did something else too.
I don't remember.
I don't remember what it was, but she did something else. And then we have the baby. You know, that's what she does, the older one. But then the baby lays on the floor, and she uses her feet for everything. Like everything. So here she is with this Melissa and Doug broom mop holder pole thing, and she's just rolling it around on her feet.
Yep. She looked like she was twirling a baton, but it was all with her feet. She's very monkey-like at this stage, she's a fun one. She's super fun.
We could say she was trying to learn how to use a stripper pole too, because she did have it between her feet for a while and up in her hand.
Those are usually vertical.
Well, she can't stand yet, so.
All right, so what sold next?
We sold I can't remember. We sold a coffee pot. Be very, very careful. This is an all glass with just metal on those two pieces.
Here's what it is. That's not coffee inside. That's paper.
Yes, because Teresa pre-packaged it to put because the inner piece that you put the coffee in is glass, as well as so is the straw that goes down the center. So that is actually a Pyrex Flameware 9-cup percolator coffee pot original. It did have one little chip, but it sold for $75.
All right, next we've got one of the first, I think it is the first Star Wars figures that I listed, Amanaman? Amanaman.
We have the original Amanaman back there from the whatever year it was. But yes, this is the Amanaman. It is, I don't even know what year it's from because you don't put that stuff in your title. So what year is it from?
It's in the item specifics.
2001. It is a 2001 Hasbro Amanaman Power of the Jedi action figure with accessories.
Yep.
Look at those little creepy things he got with it.
Yep.
Is that a skeleton he's holding up?
There's there's half the skeleton's over here and the other half's over here. So that's what he is.
Oh
Very cool.
He sold for 25. I can't read my stuff today. $29.95 because Corey put everything in .95 just to annoy me.
All right, and then Thursday hit and we thought we were going to get back on track as far as the organizing and cleaning. Teresa had other plans.
Don't blame me because we're also going this Thursday. Or Friday, one of the two.
This is part of the problem.
Well,
winter is coming, and we have a long winter here. So even though we have a bit of a mess, we do have to stock up to get through the winter because the winter takes up half a year around here, where we're not really sourcing unless we're sourcing online or being, sourcing in different ways. So we did go to a small community sale Thursday, which took us out of cleaning and listing and organizing mode.
It did. But we went to this little community sale. I didn't know I knew one of the addresses in it, but they didn't advertise it. Like most of the community sales that they have in the town we go to, they advertise them as, like Kingswood garage sale, Brandon citywide garage sale, that. But this one wasn't. I think it was Heather Ridge was where we went. And I just remembered one of the garage sales that we went to the prior week. that I was able to pull up that address, and we got in there and we just kind of drove around.
Yeah. We did okay there. We did pull some items out. I ended up picking up 2 Xbox console systems for the $auction, and we picked up a lot of good stuff. Teresa found a bunch of holsters, like custom leather holsters that are worth really good money.
What was it? Milt something. I can't remember it, but I picked up that. I did get a Nikon Coolpix AW110 camera. Yes, I remember that. It is orange. It is 100% waterproof, so you can use it underwater. I did list that one this morning. It listed for $199.
Yep. We picked up another rainbow vacuum. They had $5 on it, and it was in good shape. 10?
10. And
it was in really good shape. So we know we pull a base off of that, we're going to be in the profit. Everything else we sell is good. So that'll be a parted out over the winter project, which we definitely need some of those. What
was the other? I'm trying to think of what.
We filled the back of the car pretty good.
I'm a horrible reseller. I'm a horrible buyer. Because we went to a garage sale, with the rainbow vacuum. And I was chatting with the people up front about this Arizona Diamondback jersey, that white one. Mm-hmm. And I was like, can you tell me about it? They're like, oh, it's from the 90s. I looked on eBay. I could not find one with those colors or anything. And so I said, fine, I'll take it. Here's your $10. Well, then another reseller had come up behind us, and he had it in his hand, and he was going to buy it, but I had already paid for it.
Yeah, Teresa's got a bad habit of, if she sees something that she wants, rather than take it and walk up there, she will just walk away from it, and then somebody else will come and pick it up. So she got really lucky this time. She had already paid for it by the time somebody else had picked it up. So she did end up with it, and we will get it listed, although it's clothing, so I know it'll be a slow one to get listed.
Yeah, I was gonna say no. I did. I have a whole bunch drafted of clothing that I just need to drop. But I got to stain treat it because there's one little stain on it, and I'll wash it, and then we'll be good. So
I think all in all, we probably walked away with close to $1,000 worth of listings from our Thursday sourcing. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't a bad day sourcing. And then Friday, we were gonna jump right back into organizing again, and that kind of went to the wayside. We did a little bit in the morning, but then the escape room business kind of took off, and we had to go. We had bookings that were spread out just the right way to keep us in town all night. Yep. So one at 3 and one at 6, and it just kind of kept us in town all day Friday with the escape room stuff. So we didn't get a lot done Friday.
No, but I will say my escape room groups were freaking amazing. I love people. I love some people. Not all people. They were just good groups. So
not a fan.
Hey, but it was a grandma and grandpa that brought their 3 grandkids in to do an escape room. They were having Nana camp.
I complain, but I shouldn't complain because it's a little bit of extra money. We make something off of it. So all in all, it was fine. It just took us away from what we had planned. So Friday we got taken out of that.
Yep.
But that was our main weekday week. So what actually sold next?
We sold some MGP. I don't know why I put MPX up there, MDX. I don't know what I was typing, but they are red caliper covers, front and rear set for that's why. It's for an Acura RDX.
Yep, so that's what they look like. They're just those fancy red metal brake caliper covers.
Yep, but they are, they're used, but they sold for $149.99, and we only paid $15 for them.
You could tell they've been on a vehicle before, but they're like in mint condition. They're like, there's no rock chips or anything.
Sorry, I'm gonna give you another shout out because we just sold another Star Wars figure. Be very careful.
I'm more excited about selling this figure. This actually.
That's not a figure.
You guys remember us picking this up?
That's not a figure.
Well, figuratively.
So that is the second to the last item. Like I said, the last item we have left is a Dr. Mario game. But this is an original NES Action Set, complete in box with everything. Looks like Grandma and Grandpa let them play it 3 times, and then they put it away and never touched it again. But it sold for, are you ready? $399.99 in less than, 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
Yep, and we had $175 in it, but that also includes all the extra games and stuff we sold off separately, and we're still selling off separately, so that ended up being a good buy. Mm-hmm. It's not your 10X type of buy, but I'd rather do that one time to make $100 than do it 10 times at 10X profit to make $100. So that was a good buy for us. All right, so Saturday, I think I slept in a little bit. You slept in. I didn't.
I know. I usually sleep in until about 9 o'clock on the weekend. Sometimes 10 o'clock. It just depends on the mood Teresa's in.
Saturday, I was ready to go Saturday because we got taken out of it for part of the week. But I decided to clear shelf space Saturday. We were going to get rid of all of our books that we had been buying to get them off to Amazon. We package them up. We send them into Amazon FBA.
Yep, but it was only supposed to take an hour.
It was supposed to take an hour. And it should have taken an hour.
Amazon, you suck.
Yep. Amazon, getting something set up for Amazon FBA through their interface is an absolute nightmare. It ended up taking us the better part of a day. Like that's pretty much all we did for that whole Saturday until late afternoon, after supper time almost.
Yep.
Is send in 36 books.
Yep, 35.
35.
Because we had one
ended up-
packaged up and Amazon decided they didn't want to let us sell it.
Yeah,
So
after we had added it to inventory and packaged it and everything, then they removed it because they granted us permission to sell it. Like
And
we
then
got
took it away.
ungated, and then they hit us with a policy violation for not being able to sell it.
Yeah,
so we had to take it
something like
out.
that.
I just threw it away. I was done messing with it. They did it twice.
So yeah, that took forever. And I tried, when we started, I tried to write down the steps because we always forget the steps to do it when we go through to do it because we don't do it that often. But I got partway into it and then we started having issues and I was like, screw this, let's just figure it out. And
It's about as intuitive as building a space shuttle. Like it is just ridiculous to get it done. And we never fought it that bad before. They've made some changes now. And when we scan all the inventory in on our phone, request permission if we need it to sell something. We get it all added to our inventory, and then we go to box it up and stuff. We do all that on the computer, and the stuff wasn't transferring over, so we were having to hit refresh, and then one would show up.
refresh,
10
and then
minutes later, one
he would have
show
to
up.
page through all 8 pages of books that we had in there that we've already sent into Amazon.
Yep.
And just to find the book so that he could add it to the inventory and get it into the thing so we could box it up.
So that ended up being our whole Saturday. It's just fighting Amazon, and it was an absolute, like it was stupid. I was so mad by the end. We were ready just to leave the boxes and do it again next week, but we were determined to finish it.
Part of it we were reading too. We were reading wrong. So in the bottom of it, when you go to print your label, it said something about 24 hours, and we were thinking that we had 24 hours
To ship
to
it.
ship it,
But
but
it
it
was
actually
Saturday, so we
and
couldn't.
we didn't have nowhere to ship it on Saturday. But it actually said you have 24 hours to cancel the label. So we
Yeah.
were a little delusional by that time.
Yeah, maybe Amazon, and just a suggestion box item, don't throw up a giant red error warning for a notice that says you have 24 hours to cancel the label if you want to. Maybe that's not a giant red flag warning that goes across half the page. Maybe just ease off on that a little
Yeah,
bit.
so we went back and forth on that just because we had to figure out, we were like, okay, well, I can try and run it to 20 minutes away to the Ace hardware that allows UPS drop-offs, or we could have one of the kids drop it off on their way back through.
We were trying to
tomorrow.
figure out how to drop UPS off on a Sunday, basically.
Yep.
And so that ended up being a nightmare. We hated every minute
Yep.
of it. But we got it done. We have 2 boxes going
Of good
in,
books.
Of good books. There's some good money in there, so we'll get those sent off today. And then Sunday, we also lost all the way up till about 2-3 o'clock because, well, we didn't lose it. We actually did something better. We had a family dinner out here, family lunch.
Yep. So once a month, we have been doing this for what? Probably 6 months?
Yeah, probably.
Give or take. 6 months we have tried because we're all busy. Corey and I are busy. The kids are busy with each one of their own lives. And so we try to make time just for us to all get together and hang out and have lunch or supper or something. So we do a once a month family dinner. We rotate between houses.
Yep.
This time I got blessed with 2 because Monday we had them out for my birthday. Oh, that's what we did on Monday.
Well, we also recorded and shipped Monday, so
Yeah, we did.
yeah, it was
I'm
a busy
off.
Monday.
I'm off. But they came out yesterday for us. Today is Monday for us. But and we had a grilled cheese bar. We have never done that before, ever.
No, we didn't know what to have because it wasn't a dinner. It was a lunch. We were just doing a lunch so
What
that
I call
everybody could
supper.
attend. So we decided we were just going to have a family grill bar where you kind of build your own grilled cheese with different kinds of cheeses and toppings. And then Teresa would grill them up as they built them.
Yep.
And that ended up working out pretty cool. We had some good sandwiches.
We did. I had Gouda, provolone, American, ham, and bacon.
Yep. I'm not going to tell you what I had.
He had jalapenos.
I don't remember what I had. I know I had
Gouda.
3 different cheeses, and I had bacon, and I had ham, and I had jalapenos on it, but I don't remember what all.
I don't remember, but
it was really good. Is
it
kind
was.
of the gist
Everybody
of it. It turned out
raved
great.
about it. So
grilled cheese bar, if you've never done it, turned out pretty good.
yeah, we had some really basic cheese like provolone, American. Oh, you had pepper jack on it.
Oh, that's right.
Pepper jack and Gouda cheese, smoked Gouda cheese.
And American cheese slices.
Yep.
Yep. So
Yep.
those were the 3 cheeses. We've solved the mystery.
Yes.
All right. So once we got through the grilled cheese bar, my son and my youngest daughter's boyfriend were out here. They were trying to sight in their rifles.
They were playing pew-pews.
So they shot for a little while, and they got through that. And it was about 3 o'clock once everybody got out of here.
Yes.
And then we came back out because we are determined to get this project done. I don't know when we will get it done, but we are determined to get it done. We came back out after 3-4 o'clock, and we worked right up till supper time. and just kept going with that stuff. So we did get some more done Sunday evening.
We did. So Corey was working on, I was working on going through the death pile of regular eBay inventory. Corey was putting together lots for the DollarAuction.com. So if you're interested, there are a whole bunch of lots up on the DollarAuction.com. The auctions will end this coming Saturday. After you watch this at 5 p.m. We have started to get more people to get in there and do the 5 p.m. end date and time for the auctions. We're trying to get it, like he said.
Every week at 5 p.m. Saturday, we're trying to get the auctions to end. And progressively, this is the third week, I think, third or fourth week.
Third.
And there's more and more lots every week. This week, there's over 20 lots, 20 of them just from us. And they're decent lots. So each week, it gets a bit bigger and a bit bigger, and they always end at Saturday at 5 o'clock. So if you're interested, there's some really good stuff there. Everything starts at $1.
Yep, but also keep your eye out. I do want to give some shout outs. Keep your eye out for the live auctions, because we do have some people who are still doing live auctions. Two Chicks Resale, they've been doing live auctions lately. They've had some really good stuff, so I've been in there buying some of that, and some people are sniping the stuff from me, which I guess I'm okay with, but Corey has to listen to me whine about it. But that's the joy of auctions, is that happens to me on my proxy bid, on my CT bid, all of that stuff. So, you know, come check out the auctions and buy some stuff. My brain is not functioning anymore.
All right, what sold next?
We sold a watch. This one, I went back and forth with the dude. I had just listed it. It is a Bulova Corinthia 10K yellow gold filled case with diamond accents. They are actual diamonds. I did test them.
All right, that's going to be hard to see because it's a tiny little watch, but that's what it is.
But it sold for $37. And it's going international, which makes me giggle because it's not going EIS. It's going freight forwarder.
All right, so we sold our last drone arm. This is the final one, right?
Yep, what letter's on it?
This is 2.
FL?
FL.
Good deal, front left. This is a genuine OEM GoPro Karma drone replacement, left front arm and motor. And it is the last one. The only thing I have left, I think is, no, because I think I sold the full body. I think the only thing I have left now are the batteries and the chargers.
So we've made good money already off of that drone, and there's some good stuff left. So.
Yes, I would not buy it again unless they had it for like 25 to 50 bucks.
Yep.
But it sold for $39.99.
We'll take it. All right, so that's it. It is kind of a short video today, but we want to get done because we've already packed up all of our DollarAuction orders. We've packed up all of the ephemera store orders.
We packed up Amazon.
We packed up the Amazon packages, and now we have about 40 packages to go from the main store. So we've got a very large packing day today.
The bonus, 2 of them are already prepackaged.
That helps.
Can I do one more thing about what you sold?
Sure.
Corey sold, I'm going to give you credit for it. Corey sold his 100 and, how much did you pay for those?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The golf clubs. Oh. The Ping 2 golf clubs.
Like $175, I think we got them.
Yeah, I think we paid $175, and they sold for $524. So
yay, we have a bunch of big stuff to pack.
It is a lot of expensive insurance stuff.
Yep. So we're going to get to it. We will see you guys next week.
Hasta la vista, baby.